YouTube, what's going on? Kyle back again from ePoolSupply. Today we are going to show you what comes in the box on Pentair's IntelliChlor salt cell system. Stay tuned. Alright, and we're back. So again, today we're going to go over Pentair's IntelliChlor. This is their salt chlorine generator. So one huge misconception is that if you believe you are going to use a salt cell to eliminate the use of chlorine, it is a myth. That is not the case. Your pool, no matter what, will require chlorine. The only difference with the salt chlorine generator is that you're using a lot less chlorine than a typical full chlorine pool. So it does make the water softer, and it does give you the killing power for all the bacteria and germs in your pool, but it will not eliminate chlorine needed for your pool. Just helps ease that. So you're not getting as much of the burn of your eyes when you're opening them underwater, or having to shock your pool as often, because it's going to have a salt chlorinator system, which is going to produce that chlorine naturally for you through salt. So really big misconception on things. There is no pool out there that is completely chlorine free. Chlorine has been proven multiple times to make sure that your water is clean and clear of all kinds of debris and of bacteria. So you still will need it, but this definitely helps. So today we've got the IC60. So they actually sell 4 different versions of this salt cell based off of the gallon size of your pool. It's always recommended to go to the next size above. So they do have an IC15, an IC20, an IC40, and then obviously the one we're dealing with today, which is the IC60. So the IC15, you're looking at 15,000 gallons. Most typical small play pools, getting into 20,000 gallons is around the same thing. 40 is getting larger, and obviously 60 is much larger. So depending on the size of your pool will be which one of these that you need to purchase. So today we're just gonna go over the 60, but they all come with the same amount of stuff. Obviously they'll be differ in size, so they're not as large, obviously, if you've got a smaller one, because you're not needing to produce as much salt to counteract the chlorine. So let's tear into this and open it up and show you guys what comes inside. So first, I definitely love to point out that Pentair sticks their quality seal on these products, just like they do with all of their cleaners, to make sure that you know that if this has been opened or tampered with, that most likely this unit is not brand new. So obviously for today, I'm gonna rip this off so I can show you guys what's inside, but typically, if you see this, contact whoever you purchased it from to verify before you guys continue to do the installation. So let me open this up and let's show you guys what's in. All right, first thing you open up to is they give you this awesome template. So depending on where you are installing this on your equipment, they give you a pretty little template with arrows from side to side on the size of pipe that you'll need to cut out in order to make this work. So from what I've understood, this is a little bit larger because you do unionize the salt cell on both sides. So then that way, over time, as these deteriorate and do not work and stop generating salt for chlorine for you, you do need to replace the cell itself. So in order for these to function, you can't just purchase the salt cell itself. You do need to purchase the power supply, the power center, the main unit that's going to allow this to function. So if you've already got that, then all you need to do is purchase these salt cells. But if for whatever reason you're doing this brand new, you're going to upgrade your pool, whatever you're trying to do, you can't purchase just the cell. You need to make sure you get that combo kit to have the power supply in order for this to function. Because if you go through all the work to plumb this in, you go through plugging it in, everything, it's not going to work because it needs that power supply in order to start generating the chlorine for you. So again, just the salt cell. So we'll get into that. Next, they got their warranty cards. So Pentair loves sending these blue warranty cards. This is very important. You need to file for your warranty information. Really simple. They like to do everything digitally online. So you literally take the serial number off your unit, you use your proof of purchase from whoever you purchased it from, and as long as they're an authorized reseller with Pentair, because these are classified as a trade grade item. So if you purchase these online from major marketplaces, you will not qualify for their warranties. They do want these to be sold from a brick and mortar establishment. So make sure that you contact them, find out if they're authorized before you guys purchase this. Otherwise, you're stuck with just a 60-day warranty straight from Pentair, and you lose out on the good quality warranties that they can provide. So definitely very important. File for your warranties. Set this off. They give you this big orange piece of paper that literally says, read this first. So this is going to give you important installation information about your salt cell. It's going to walk you through the entire plumbing of it before you're going to plumb it, the reverse cycles on it, the powering cycle. It's going to go through all that stuff. So make sure you read this first before you jump in to just start cutting pipe and plumbing in your salt cell. So really cool. And last, they've got their user manual. So the user manual actually comes in a variety of languages. So then that way, you know, it pretty much works for everybody, but this is going to carry all your installation as well as your troubleshooting tips. So hold on to this. You do not want to lose this. It's very important down the line. If you do run into issues, this is very helpful. So hold on to that. All right, next we've got your unions. So these unions, they give you a pair of 2 unions here. These are actually going to get plumbed in on either side of the salt cell. So then that way, for whatever reason, down the line, the salt cell goes out, you're having issues, you want to maintenance it, whatever it may be, it's actually unionized to the point where you can just simply unscrew it on both ends and pull the salt cell out. So then that way you're not having to recut your plumbing and go through that debacle, which we all know can be a nightmare. So really cool that they send those with it. All right, now let's get to the salt cell itself. So as you can see, it comes with a large cord. This large cord is going to be what hooks up to that power supply that I talked about earlier. So after you actually, this is a heavy, beautiful beast right there. So after you plumb this in and you guys are ready to go, you're going to take this other end, which is just a standard kind of almost like a typical power cord. You're going to run this to your power supply. We always recommend running it as neat as you can so that you don't take the risk of tripping over it and ripping it or doing any kind of damage, as well as trying to keep it away from any rodents that you may have in the area. So we do recommend that you try to plumb it in as best as you can and get this tucked up so where it makes it a little bit more difficult to get access to the cord. You don't want to do that. So but here's the salt cell itself. So you can see both sides of it actually have the threads for the included unions. And then right here on the top, it's actually got all of your status lights. So when you do power it up, again, after you read this nice orange piece of paper and you guys are getting everything ready to go, it'll walk you through in that user manual how to identify what needs to be read on the front here to make sure that you're getting the proper amount of salt for your water. So really nifty. Definitely a good addition if you're trying to go for a more hypoallergenic pool, because you do not have the risk of chlorine everywhere. Definitely better for your eyes and for your skin. But over time, like I said, these cells will go bad and you do need to replace them. So it can get costly, an upfront cost, but overall you're going to enjoy your pool a lot more with one of these installed. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that comes in the box. So like I said, make sure you guys check out all the links below for more information, as well as some links to Pentair's site. I'm Kyle with ePoolSupply. Thanks for watching.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Subscribe today if you haven't subscribed. Check out the links below, and we got a lot more content coming your way. Thank you.